Can you please confirm me that you can see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yeah, you can start. Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Naga for inviting me for this webinar. So let's because of a shortage of time, let we start the topic first. Today's our topic is the NFP-25 standard of for inspection, testing, and maintenance of water-based fire protection system. We will give you time for the question. You can note down during our presentation. If you have any question, you can ask me at the end of this session. So already, Mr. Naga confirmed my introduction to all of you. So let me introduce myself again. Currently, I'm working as a fire safety engineer in a Netherlands company, Pakistan Accord, and I am an NFPA-Approved Training Instructor. And it is honor for me that I am the first person in the South Asia who is approved from NFPA. And I'm also director of Fire Protection Association Pakistan and international advanced member NFPA USA. And I'm also appointed principal committee member of NFPA USA for electric generating and standards, especially NFPA 850, 851, and 853. I've had 19-year plus experience in the field of fire safety as a life safety advisor, consultant, auditor, inspector, and trainer. So this is my introduction. So because you are, I don't know about all of you. So you can just scan this from my screen. There is a logo which you can scan from your mobile and just put your current role in the answer. So I will easily know that about my audience. So just scan it and answer the question. Just scan this QR code. Yes, we have MEP estimation engineers. Good. Everyone can scan this. So I can know about our audience easily.
I hope everyone is scanning, correct? We can see the screen is open. There is no issue with the screen.
Yes, everyone, because we are getting a
Yeah, we are
responses,
getting the
so it's mean
response.
it's
That's
working
great.
and
So we are
everyone is.
getting some good response. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can continue.
Yes. So mostly we have a design engineer and MEP engineers. So let's move forward. I think let's move. As we are getting some more responses, let's wait for some seconds. Uh, yes. Hopefully we have mostly we have HVAC engineer, MPP engineers, and mechanical engineers. So I can say that all type of experts are with us. So we will I can consider that mostly persons know about the basics of the NFPA 25 and standards basically. It is very important. Mostly, I give the presentation about this standard because this is really important. Because when we are going to install any system, so we give advice to we give advice to company owners and consultant give advice to different persons that if we have to install UL listed, FM approved, and the system should be this type of system and it should be American and this such type of systems. We always say to different persons. But after installing a system, mostly we will forget about the inspection, testing, and maintenance. So in the result, when a fire incident happened after 10 or 15 years, or maybe after 50 years, so the system not working. So basically, inspection, testing, maintenance is really important after the installation of system. In today's webinar, we will discuss about the basics of this NFPA 25. We will discuss about the introduction of NFPA 25, the whole standard is written, and then we know why it is important. Then we will discuss about some responsibilities of our representative or owner, and then them definitions, levels, and then some inspections of different systems. So at the end, we will discuss about question and answers of different. Before starting our presentation, this is a disclaimer. In this presentation, as I have used some fire equipment from various manufacturers to provide examples. However, this is not intended as an endorsement of any specific manufacturer or to place blame on any party. So kindly read it carefully. So this is the structure of NFP-25. Firstly, before starting to reading any standard. We are discussing about NFP-25, but this is the basic structure of mostly all of the standards. So mostly when you are going to read NFPA 25 and any other standard, NFPA 72 and NFPA 10 or any other standard. So basically first 4 chapters will be like same. Like first chapter will be the administration chapter, and second will be the reference publication in which they have written, they refer to different standards. Like NFPA 25 sometimes refer to toward NFPA 20, like fire pump installation. Maybe they can refer you for NFPA 72 if you want to check the temper switches or any other equipment related to instrument. So they will refer toward the NFPA 72. So reference publication will be mentioned in chapter number 2, and chapter number 3 is related to definitions. So different definitions you can easily got the answer of different definition in chapter number 3, and same pattern for other standards. You have to read in this pattern. And chapter number 4, you will find a general requirement. And mostly the main core chapters will be started from chapter number 5. In all standards, they will start from chapter number 5. We will discuss about 25. So chapter number 5 to chapter number 13. These are the main system chapters. And then there are some corrective chapters. Some chapters in which they will discuss about different systems like sprinkler system, standpipe system, private fire service mains, fire pumps, water storage tanks, water spray fix systems, foam systems, and water mist system, and valve and component trims. And in corrective chapters, they will discuss about internal piping condition and obstruction investigations. And they will also discuss about impairment procedures. And in 16, it is a special requirement for from other NFPA documents. In all NFPA standards, you will find a lecture at the end of the chapters. There are you will see that there are 6 annexure with the NFPA 25, annexure A, B, C, D, E, and F. These are not the part of the code, but these are the explanatory material, and it will help you to understand the code easily. So you have to read it in carefully, like explanatory material. In Annexure A, there is some explanatory material. In Annexure B, there is some forms for inspection testing material. Some person asked me, kindly provide us the form of an fire pump testing, or provide us a testing of any other fire and water related system. So easily you can find the form of inspection testing materials in Annexure B. Beside this, some paid NFPA forms are also available at NFPA website, which you can purchase, and you can also edit these form. You can write in this form. With these, they will provide you in the PDF form, but you can write during your inspection all the observation in this form easily in electronic form. And in Annexure C is the possible causes of fire pump trouble, and Annexure D is obstruction and investigations. And then actually hazard evaluation form and so on, you can say. So so let's before starting the main of our main discussing about our main testing of water-based system, let me again question you for which type of water system you are inspecting. Do you have any experience of inspecting your water system? So kindly share it with me so I can understand that in which topic I have to focus more. You can just scan it and answer the question. High spray water spray system, good sprinkler system. Okay, daily use system. Standby system. Oh, one person is also saying Eid Mubarak. Where Mubarak? I just know 5 minutes ago that in Saudi Arabia, I think tomorrow is Eid. So Eid Mubarak on the top. So let we discuss it. Standpipe system, high spray water spray system, sprinkler system, foam water spray system, and mostly sprinkler system, deluge system, downcomer system. Almost all type of system discussed, but no one is testing, I think, fire pump system. I have not received any response from any person who is testing the fire pump system. Basically, it is the main part of water-based system testing, because we have to test it in every week and then so on. It is very important. So maybe someone is testing, but let's start from our next slide. So this is the basically scope of NFP25. You have to know if you are working as an inspector and you are going to visit a site for the inspection of water-based system. So you must know about your scope. Basically, it is a scope of NFP25, which is mentioned in the administration part of NFP25. Basically, it is the establish minimum requirement for ITM at set frequencies apply to only property install system in accordance with generally established practice. And NFP25 is not intended to address installation deficiencies. This is the important. Sometimes inspectors thinks and honor also thinks that our inspector also also tell us about the deficiencies of the system. No, it is not the part of NFP25. Inspector assume that every system is as per installed as per design and everything is okay. He has just to verify through inspection, testing, and maintenance the system is working okay or not. But deficiencies, design deficiencies are not related to inspections, and this scope is written in NFP25. Required ITM of all water-based fire protection system, regardless of quality of the design and installation, means all water-based system testing you have to check as per NFP25 and does not require any system modification to bring an old system up to present standard. Okay, does not require any system modification and not a design evaluation, as I told before, wear and tear driven and MOC, if they have any management of chain occupancies, honor driven is honor responsibility. There are also, so let me discuss why ITM important. Basically, there is a detail of some incidents, reason for sprinkler failures. I have got this record from NFPA, and this is from 2017 to 2021 annual averages. That 61% reason of sprinkler failures is system shut off, because we were not mostly I have visited almost 100 plus in different industries, and I have noticed that mostly they don't have temper switches at their main walls. We don't have any temper switch on our main walls, or our if we don't lock them in open position. These are two options. Then in case of emergency, there might be a chances of the walls are already closed. So in this scenario, sprinkler will not be working. And the second is, if we see, the main reason is manual intervention defeated system. Manually, someone because of someone issues and is not working properly, then some component damage, and 9% basically is lack of maintenance and not maintained because of this sprinkler not working properly. And the last is inappropriate system for type of fire, means they have not designed a system as per requirement. Like if we have not designed our sprinkler system as per our hazard, so in case of fire, sprinkler will not work properly. I think someone want to ask any questions, so we will give you a time at the end of the session, and you can ask any question at the end of our presentation. There are some responsibilities of owner and designated representative. Basically, it is the responsibility of owner and designated representative in system inspection, testing, and maintenance. They can hire someone, though they can give his responsibilities to someone. And accessibility to system and components. This is also responsibility of owner, notification, correction and repair, records, and changes. Everything is the responsibilities of owner and designated representative. They have mentioned, NFPA-25 mentioned 3 levels of deficiencies: impairment, critical deficiency, and non-critical deficiencies. We can also use 3 type of tags like yellow, orange, red for these deficiencies. Like if we have firstly we will discuss about non-critical deficiencies. These are the deficiencies like in which system performance not affected but should be corrected in reasonable time. Like our valve is damaged, little bit damaged, but our system is working okay. So we will correct it after some time, but it's not urgent, but we have to correct it. So it's not urgent, it's not critical deficiency. Then a critical deficiency, like system capable of performing, but performance can be impacted. Like there is some leakage in system. There is some leakage. So because of leakage, system may be performed not as per requirement. So we have to correct it, and it is critical deficiency. And the third one is impairment, highest priority problem, and should be corrected as soon as possible. Like our wall block, completely block, so it is impairment. We have to correct it on priority basis. So we will use our red tag for this type of impairment. We have a table of deficiency levels in our in Excher 3.3.7 of NFP25. It is mentioned different type, like we have if we have you can say that they have mentioned that these are the different types of system, like sprinkler system and then fire pump and different things. And there is a leakage, so it is impairment or critical deficiency or non-critical deficiency. Which type of this? So if you will read all of the pages of this table, so you can easily understand that what is impairment and critical deficiency and what is non-critical deficiency. So firstly, I already told you that the fire pump is really important. So because of this, firstly I am discussing about a fire pump. Basically, we have to test our fire pump every week as per NFPA, and they also give some option of monthly testing, but it is just for electric pump. And as per manufacturer in manufacturer instructions and some requirement, there are a lot of requirement on this basis they can allow you monthly. Otherwise, mostly they will tell you that you have to check the fire pump on weekly basis, electric pump and diesel pump also. There will be a must operate pump at no flow for minimum of 10 minutes, 30 minutes for diesel engine driven pump, and performance test should be conducted annually. Every year you have to check the performance. In performance testing, you have to check 3 points basically which are mandatory. You can check at 4 to 5 and 7 points, but 3 points are mandatory. At zero pressure, zero flow, you have to check at zero flow, but at which pressure pump goes to, at which pressure at zero flow, then 100% rated flow, and then 150% rated flow. Like if we have a pump of 2500 GPM, so we have to check at 3 point, like at flow flow we will check that what will be the pressure at zero flow. And then we have to check at 100% means that it is 2500 GPM pump, then it is 100% capacity. So we have to check it at a 2500 GPM flow, and we have to check the pressure also. Then at third step we have to check it 150%. 150% means 2500 GPM, 150% is 3750 GPM. So we have to check it at 3750 GPM. Okay. Or and then we have to check the pressure at same flow at the same time, and then we have to compare it with the original manufacturer curve. And if there is a difference between more than 5%, then we have to check there, we have to investigate it. The purpose of completing as no flow condition test of a fire pump is to verify that the pump will start under automatic condition and run without overheating or developing unacceptable operating condition. So we have to check our fire pump in like this. And standpipe and hose system and flow testing also required every 5 years. As I am testing here in this picture, you can see me, but I am using a pitter tube. We can use a flow meter also, and we can use a pitter tube. So a full flow test is required for standpipe system at least once every 5 years. Pass-fail criteria for this flow test are to achieve the system design pressure, at which pressure the system has been designed. If it is meeting, then it's passed. While the water flow demand is flowing through the system. So due to shortage of time, we will go quickly. toward our, we will discuss more in our question answers. Then hydraulic design information must be present in our standby system as per NFPA 14. We have to check during our inspection that there is a hydraulic design information sign on our standpipe system. Because we are discussing about water-based system, then I have also added some hoses, because mostly I have seen in different in my different visit that no one is testing the hose system. It is also required as per NFPA 1962 that fire hose inspection and testing. If each hose must be hydrostatically tested every year after installation. We have attack hoses, then we have to check at 300 psi, and if we have only supply hoses, then we have to check at 200 psi. So this is also mandatory. Then a hydrant flow testing. Someone also in the start of presentation also see that they are performing this type of system. So can see that which system in how you can performing this system, is it okay or not. Basically, hydrant flow testing, we have to check our hydrant flow. If we can use a pitter tube for this, and we can also use a flow meter. In pitter tube, we will convert a velocity to a flow, and in flow meter, they will just show you flow of the system. So basically, this is also mandatory, because if you are testing or your hydrant system, then it is and it is meeting the design requirement. So in case of emergency, it will help you to extinguish the fire easily. Then one person also tell that they are performing a water specific system, and there is a table NFPA 25, which are in NFPA 25. Each table firstly tell you about one thing, that inspection, and they will tell you then testing, operational testing, and then again next page they will show you about a maintenance, and they will also mention references in which chapter on which system. If there is a detection system, then they will refer to about NFPA 72. So you have to check the test system actuation as per manufacturer manual, and discharge test automatic manual, and emergency and different steps you have to check it. Under test condition, the heat detection system where exposed to a heat test source shall operate within 40 seconds. So these are the some requirement for water space system. We have to practically test it. Foam testing. Mostly there is also an issue during my visit. I have seen that mostly industry is not testing their foam sample testing. It is also mandatory to check your foam system annually. Firstly, you have to check your foam quality testing. It is mandatory that if we cannot assume that our foam in physical presence, you can see that there are a lot of bubbles, so it will extinguish the fire. No, it cannot extinguish the fire. We have to check in the laboratory that they have a total performance that they can extinguish the fire or not. So we have to test it completely. So secondly, we also have to check our system, foam system. Like we have a foam chambers in our fire tanks, and we have bladder tank and any other type of tank. So we have to check it, but it is not required to check the by a foam. We can check it by water, so it will be clear that the lines are working okay, and we can just operate of foam for some seconds, and after this we can check the solution that it is okay. Is the mixing, if we required 3%, 6%, 1%, and is it okay or not. We have to send it to lab also. Like in operation testing, a detection actuation test with no flow to verify that all components such as automated valves, foam, water pump, and all alarm operate properly. Then a water only flow test to inspect piping continuity, discharge pattern, pressure, and line flushing. A foam flow test to verify solution concentration, and resetting of system to its normal standby condition. This is basically operation testing of your foam test system. This is also important because we forget about to test the control valves. Why it is important when we need a maintenance of the system. So during corrective maintenance, preventive maintenance, any type of maintenance, we required to close these valves. But mostly when we try to close these valves, they are passing because we are not testing in every year or as a proper interval. So these are different type of control valve, and why. Hopefully you know very well about it. Yoke valve and butterfly valves and positive cutter valve, all types of valves you have to verify and test on
Bro, voice
basically
break
as per
the
given
issue
intervals. You can see that internal piping condition and obstructions. You can use a different sound different meters, pulse meters. You can use it for the piping condition and obstruction investigation by using a pulse ecometer. You can use it to check the piping condition. Otherwise, you can see that this can be happen with your system also. This is the basics of NFPA-25. Basically, it is very detailed topic, and we need 5 to 6 hours to completely cover it. So, in our we have only 40 minutes, so we will try to complete it in 30 minutes. And we have we will also you can also share some questions with me if you have any. You want to contact me after this presentation. You can contact me through my WhatsApp number or through my email. And now you can just one. So you can just scan it and write your question. If you have any question, I will try to give the answer, inshallah. Hopefully you will enjoy the webinar also. But because of shortage of timing, we will just overview the main of NFPA-25.
Yeah, Mr. Mateen, you raised your hand. You can ask your question.
Yes, anyone ask the question, just scan it and write the answer. Write the question. I will answer it. Because there is a lot of persons. If we allow everyone by mic, then it will take some time. Maybe some person have same question. So you can write, just scan it and write down.
And as you know, some sprinklers have specific finishes that are listed for corrosion resistant. And
yes, one
I raise my hand.
yes.
Yes, Mateen, I raise my hand.
Yes, please.
This is Mateen, I raise my hand.
Yes, you can ask your question. Yeah. Sun test to be carried out.
So let me give answer of one question. Basically, it's a how long churn test to be carried out. Basically, churn test is basically every week we have to check the system with which is no flow test. We have told churn test to no flow test. Okay. So for electric pump it's 10 minutes and for diesel pump it's 30 minutes. Okay, next is how many years once pipe internal condition need to check. Every year you have to check the piping internal condition, but it is also depend upon your water quality. As you, if you are living in area near to sea, then maybe it in interval can be for 6 months, but you have to check it on every year. Which is better, upright pendant sprinkler in basement or open ceiling area? Basically, it's not related to our inspection, testing, maintenance. You are saying that which is better, upright or pendant. Basically, upright or pendant, there is no issue if you are using a pendant or upright sprinklers, but their orientation must be the same. If we install a pendant sprinkler at the place of upright, then efficiency will be not okay. Otherwise, you can use upright or pendant as per your requirement. There is no issue. In basement, mostly we use upright. And only E&D is FM approved for the corrosion resistant purpose. Have specific finishes that are listed for corrosion resistant. Yes, can you please give NFPA reference for 30-minute diesel engine weekly test? Yes, I have basically I make this presentation with NFPA-25, so you can easily find out wording of NFPA from NFPA-25. 30 minutes diesel engine weekly test. There is a table in NFPA-25 where it is clearly mentioned that we have to check a diesel engine for 30 minutes and for electric pump for 10 minutes. So you can easily find if you need it you can just message me on my WhatsApp number. I will give you a screenshot of this also. Is it required air separator for foam bladder tank? Air separator for foam bladder tank I have not seen because I have I just installed 2 to 3 bladder tanks in our area also. So I did not I don't have such information like air separator for
You
foam
have a
bladder
very
tank.
big
We have
project,
not used it,
and
so I cannot say in
to
detail
find.
about it. We have to discuss it.
So what?
Yes, I have already told you that 10 minutes for electric pump and 30 minutes for diesel pump. Why 30 minutes for diesel pump and why 10 minutes for electric pump? Because 30 minutes for diesel pump is because it can be overheat. So we have to check that in for 30 minutes. We have to check different parameters of our fire pump. So there is a complete table. We just they will not know, just notice that this is the pressure and this is the flow only. No, we have to check different parameters during testing. So a lot of the parameters you can check from a table of which is given in NFPA-25, especially in an next year you can read it. So you have to check all these details, so they will take some time. So because diesel pump takes some time to hover it or to check the mean stability of the pump, so they have increased the timing for diesel pump. If there is any design deficiency, what is the step for ITM engineer? Basically, for as an inspector, as I told you in NFPA-25 scope, there is no scope of design to evaluate the design efficiency. If they have a good knowledge and they can just communicate to the owner that in my opinion there is a design efficiency, but they have not to mention in their report there is a design efficiency. They will just check it, that they are saying that our system is can produce 250 gpm, 500 gpm, or our hydrant flow is 750 gpm. You just accept, okay, it's okay, and you will test. If it is meeting this the criteria, you will write down that it is okay. If it is not meeting the criteria, you will write down that this is not as per the design requirement. But you cannot tell that in this area you required a 500 gpm and you are saying that your design is 400 gpm. You cannot tell him. This is not your responsibility as a ITM engineer. Yes, and we give drain pipe for water overhang. Yes, you can give, because during inspection, I have also missed. I think I just missed. Sorry, really sorry. I have missed a slide of overhand tank inspection test maintenance. It is also mandatory. I think so. It's skipped from me, but in my basically in my 25 presentation, it was the part of this. It was detailed presentation, actually 150 to 200 slides. So I just make a short for you. But overhead tank inspection, testing, maintenance is also mandatory. We have also check it. It is also mentioned in NFP-25. Okay, hopefully I answer all the questions. So thank you so much. If you have any other question, you can note down my number and email address and you can contact me. And again, I would like to thanks everyone and especially the team who is coordinating for such type of webinars. And it is very helpful for everyone. And hopefully I will also be a part of every webinar in future, and I will also learn from experts.
So anyone has any question to ask? We have 10 more minutes, so anyone has any question? I hope not. Okay, in the future again we will plan one more detailed section with our Mr. Naveed for the same topic, because as I told, it's a very detailed one. We need more time to provide a very detailed explanation for this one. And if anyone does means all you people don't have any question, mean I just want to ask one basic question, because I'm not the expert in the testing commissioning NFA 25. My question to Mr. Naveed, just a basic question, maybe you people already know. For example, when we go for the spare sprinklers in the fire pump room, when we keep that one, in the project, if we have different category of sprinklers, for example, we have a project with the standard coverage, standard response, for example, K 5.6 factor, and the temperature rating is, let's say, 68 degrees Celsius. Uh, so we have same type, but in the same project, we have the corrosion resistance also. Mr.
Hmm.
Naveed, can you hear me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yes, I
Yeah,
can hear
so
you.
we have in the same project, we have normal sprinkler. The same project, we have the corrosion resistant, one more place. So when
Okay.
we go for the spare parts list, the spare parts for the sprinkler, we are not categorizing the type like corrosion resistance, brass finish, chrome finish, ENT finish like that. We are categorizing based on standard coverage, standard response or quick response, K factor, different K factor. We are selecting the number of sprinkler, different rating temperature. We are picking the number of sprinkler, but corrosion resistance is we are not categorizing like that. So what do you think about this one? Because different application, if you have different application, corrosion resistant, normal application, then when we go for the sprinkler number of sprinkler, we need to see that one also, no? But it is not in the NFA. So how it will be?
Sorry, what is your basic question? Kindly, if you elaborate again.
Yeah, because we have sprinklers with the different finishes, like white polyester finish, brass finish, chrome finish, like that. So when
Okay.
we select the number of sprinklers for the fire pump room, for example, we have a project with the pendant sprinkler and a normal sprinkler, upright sprinkler. So we will select pendant sprinkler this much quantity, upright sprinkler this much quantity. But for the same project, upright sprinkler, we have two different temperature. For example, 68 and 79. Then again, what we
Okay.
will do? 68 we will select some sprinkler, 79 we will select some sprinkler. Okay,
Okay.
but in my question, the same project we have normal condition sprinkler and we have corrosion resistant sprinkler also.
Okay.
So this case, what we will do again, corrosion resistant will pick some sprinkler, normal we will pick some sprinkler like that.
Yes, basically in NFPA 13, there is a mention that which type of sprinkler we have to use in which area. They also told us that if we have such type of environment, like the corrosive environment, so we can use such type of sprinklers. And if we have a normal temperature in our room, so we have to use such type of sprinklers. One thing is this: we have to. This is basically related to design. So basically, it is not related to inspection, testing, maintenance, but during installation, we have to
Okay.
check that which type of sprinkler required in this area. So we have to follow NFPA 13. There is clearly mentioned that which type of sprinkler required in at what time, in which type of hazard and which type of temperature of mean the normal temperature of the room, and what will be the temperature, and which type of sprinkler you have to use. And secondly, you have if you have a different type of sprinkle, then also NFP 13 told you that you must have you some extra sprinkle for this area. Like you have some 300 sprinkle heads, so you
Yeah,
required a
spare
6
parts is
sprinkle
there. Yes,
extra.
spare parts. Yeah.
They also told us for spare sprinklers. So this is basically design related, and this we can discuss about during NFPA 13 training in detail, inshallah.
Yeah, fine, no issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone wants to ask anything? Okay. Hope no. Okay, so I hope no. So let's conclude this one. Okay, so finally, special thanks to you, Mr. Naveed Anjum, for sharing your valuable insight and expertise with us. Actually, really saying, due to some time limit, we just concluded this one, but surely we will have one more detailed section. But today, what we saw, the slides and this detailed information within this short time is really outstanding. So your knowledge and experience have made this section is truly informative and valuable for us. And also, I want to extend my thanks to all the participants because this is our first webinar. and we have expected means we have this much participants in the first webinars. So sure, we will have Mr. Manu. Yeah, sure, we will have a detailed section in the coming days for the same topic, and also we have NFA 1320. We have planned for the detailed section in the coming days, so no issue for that one. So your presence really made this webinars very pleasant for all, and we look forward to see you again in upcoming section. We will look for see you
Sure.
all. Yeah. Sure, we will see you again in the upcoming webinars. So next we have another webinar in 20 days. We will share the link on to all with you. So thank you once again and have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone and Eid Mubarak to all.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good night for everyone.
Thanks, Albani. Thank you all.
Thank you.